This might get weird.
Hey everyone, Grace here. Just wanted to tee up this episode of This Might Get Weird. It's a little different than the norm. Last week, Mamrie and I did a live podcast recording in Chicago as part of her All I Think About Is Food cookbook tour, and it was an absolutely lovely time. Thank you to everyone that came out in Chicago. Y'all were sweet and rowdy, the best combo. And so this is that recording. And we did not bring our camera with us, the nice camera that you see this video being shot on now. So we improvised and used my phone last minute. So for those of you watching the episode, apologies for the camera quality. For those of you only listening to the episode, apologies that you won't be able to see the absolutely insane drag performance that happened mid-show. So, without further ado, enjoy This Might Get Weird, live in Chicago.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Well, cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
Hello, Chicago.
You guys are rowdy.
Oh, yeah. Someone likes wine. Cheers, cheers, cheers. You guys, you might have noticed that I didn't want to show my taint tonight.
Yeah. We tried to look a little cute,
Yeah.
and it has backfired dramatically.
Massively. Grace put this on with tights, and she looked like she was Patty Mayonnaise's mom.
This is like Paige DeSorbo, like you thought you ordered, but this is what Amazon showed up.
Yeah. And I rented a skirt from Newly and didn't trust the reviews.
Yeah, they were violently negative against that skirt.
I was like, it's got 2.5 stars. I bet I can wear it. These girls, they just couldn't pull it off. And then I put it on, and I'm wearing a bodysuit, and it was just, by the way, back there, we're about to come on stage.
Yeah.
I picked a wedgie, and it made such a noise that Lupita, the stage manager, went, sometimes you gotta do it.
Good.
Like a full rubber band.
I mean, it's been quite a few days. All I
has.
think about is food is
out! You guys, I'm so excited. The past week has felt like 9,000 years. I've been to 5 states in 6 days, and last night I got in a fight with a drag queen. In the West Village in New York at the time.
I went to bed.
I know.
And I was like, surely Mamrie will go to bed early. We have to fly tomorrow morning.
Well, they said, we're gonna go to the worst drag bar you've ever seen.
Yeah.
We went in, I went with Dawn from Drag Race. And we walk in, and this queen comes up, and she's like, oh, Dawn, I love you, etc. And then looks at me and goes, oh, I know you. And I was like, oh, she's doing a bit. And then she was like, we did cocaine at Tony's. And I was like, you have the wrong person. Like, it wasn't a fangirl moment. I was really like, we did not get in a fight at a house party. And she hated me all night.
Yeah, you told me that story this morning. And
Oh,
when you
did
said,
I?
Well, when you said that, yeah, she came in, no offense.
What?
You came in just like respectfully tired. I was gonna say haggard, but respectfully tired. No, this morning, into the Delta Lounge. And I was like, here comes Mamrie, as you were the most authentic version of you.
Listen, I have been so polished this tour.
I know, it's unbelievable. The thing is, our bodies are rebelling against trying to look cute for more than like 12 hours at a time.
Lupita, can I get a lemon drop? Thank you so much. Listen, I've had it together so much this tour. I tried to like plan and be adult. Like I had my suitcase out and Chip goes, who is this? He was like, I've never seen it so organized.
Yeah.
And last night I had to blow off some steam.
Oh, yeah. I was like, so what'd you do? Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, no, this morning when you were telling me the story that like the drag queen goes, you and I did coke at Tony's.
Yeah.
Before we even finished, I was like, who's Tony and why'd you do that without me?
No, I was just so loaded that I was like, and furthermore, I've never even done cocaine. So your story does not check out. She's like, I've got to go perform. And I still hate you.
Amazing.
Anyway, we're excited to be here.
Yeah.
and Shaka. Oh my God, you're fucking amazing.
Lupita! Wow.
Mama needs her juice.
Could I order sweatpants?
I was telling Grace, I was like, next time we do a tour, we're gonna call it like Mamrie and Grace have the night sweats.
Yeah.
And just wear like pre-menopause merch.
Oh, God. That would be so great. Tiny fans for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
love it.
please. Yes, please.
Well, you've lived 1,000 lives this week.
Yeah.
Anything fun happen?
I mean,
You got any goofs, any spoofs?
Oh, wow. No, we need to talk about something, and it's really bothering me.
Oh, okay. This could be anything.
You have nails now.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I feel left out.
Listen to this. It looks like I'm just putting this in my vagina.
Yeah.
ASMR. Yeah, I made a choice. And again, I don't think through my impulses. I guess that's why they're called impulses.
Yeah.
I literally, when the woman finished giving me these nails, went to pay and like could not get my credit card out of my wallet. I was just like, I got it. And I've done this before and I got it.
But you look like a real adult lady now,
Thanks.
and I'm still a little schlub.
I really like them. I get why people do them. It's just the maintenance of them.
You're gonna get addicted.
That or it'll ruin my nails and I'll forget about it when my next hyperfixation sweeps in.
That's true.
Yeah.
Who here has fake nails?
Clank them together, let us know.
The little Dolly Parton.
But the first night I've been clicking and clanking them everywhere because it is very fun to do. And Elliot was like, ooh, I think I hate this. And I was like, well, you better get used to it, buddy, for at least another week before I rip them off.
Which is funny because when you were growing out your nails, he was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a possibility.
And then I scratched his head.
Oh, did he come immediately?
Literally. Like, that is the most powerful thing.
A little head
Like-
scratch?
like, I
Chip
don't
would be
know-
like, oh, the nubs. Ah, clammy.
He loves basically like those old...
Oh my God, those
what was it?
things?
The wire things that were like the perfect gift for a stepfather.
Oh, yes, exactly. You go into any Brookstone.
Yeah.
You said, I know what I'm getting him.
I'm getting him the claw
The
machine
weird-
without the machine.
Those things always made me feel a little weird.
Yeah, that's the ASMR. Like, that's the body tingly.
No, but I have ASMR response.
You do, like in
Yeah.
a positive way.
Yeah, like if
Okay.
there is a librarian talking to me, I'm like,
So, okay. So
I'm
for
like
everyone
levitating.
that meets Mamrie at a meet and greet moving forward, just use a dull whisper.
Scream at me. Scream at me. I go to the optometrist. They're like, ma'am, we need to check your eyes. I'm like, let me just close them for a little bit.
But do you like the ASMR of people like clipping scissors?
No.
Okay. You're sensible.
I'm sensible. I don't want them to be like
Yeah,
sounding
yeah.
like a squirrel.
Yeah. I see.
No, I
There's
just want a
boundaries.
gentle tone.
There's absolute boundaries.
But anyway, good for you. I'm proud of you for getting nails.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, we're experimenting.
Okay.
See, only with nails. Only with nails, and that's it.
Okay, two things.
Yeah.
One, we were backstage and I was like, Grace, do you have any lotion? I am so dry. And she was like, no. And I went to the bathroom and I was like, ooh, Jergens. And I'm like, and she goes, oh, there's so many people who've used that to jack off back here.
Yeah.
And I was
a
like,
beautiful,
thanks.
distinguished venue.
That, and then also I got a pedicure.
Wow, good for you.
I love how the bar is in hell.
Oh my God. And you're just sitting there with 2 full-size bags of Doritos.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Oh my God, if we weren't about to show our cooters if we move out of these seats, we would be all over those.
Grace practiced putting the
Yeah,
camera
this is we forgot that we need a video part of our podcast, and this is the best we can do.
Yeah. So
My
welcome
phone down there.
to Inside the Actor Studio.
I think I put it on Do Not Disturb. We'll see.
But I got a pedicure a week and a half ago. And I was like, I'm going on the road, treat myself.
I was like, is that what you said to her?
No. She was like,
Or
I
him,
do
or
not
them.
care. No, but I was like, you know what? Let's level it up to $15 and get the calming therapeutic one, right?
Whoa.
Which comes with like an 8-minute calf massage. And baby, they show you the timer. Because you know
Wow.
people argue.
Wow.
You know people are like, that felt like more like 7 minutes. Like they go like 8 minutes. Let's go.
I appreciate it.
They were like, do you want lavender, eucalyptus, or peppermint? I was like, let's do a little peppermint. Let's do a peppermint action. She put so much peppermint oil on her hands.
Yeah.
I texted Chip on my way home, I feel like I'm being eaten alive by fire ants. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if I wanted like a blanket.
Yeah.
Or like a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing to put on your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little on my cooter in the shower.
Is that a hack?
It was nice.
Okay.
It was nice. You guys ever use Dr. Bronner's peppermint? Now that's a fun night.
Wow.
I am unhinged today.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, speaking of things that are unhinged.
Yeah.
Did you see that Lelay Ponds had a
Baby?
Nickelodeon slime-themed gender reveal hosted by DJ Khaled? That's all. And then, because I watched the clip, it's like her on one side with pink, and I guess her husband on the other side in blue, and like people behind them on a big stage. And then it's like, which side's gonna get slimed? And then her side gets slimed, and in like the most Lelay fashion, she just starts slipping in it and falling while she's like 6 months pregnant all over the floor.
I don't know.
I was concerned, but I was like, is this a bit?
You know what's weird?
What?
The one time I met Lelay Ponds.
Yeah, I know. Fun, right? Lelay Ponds. The Ponds.
Oh, speaking of ponds.
Yes.
Grace and I were at the airport waiting for my luggage, and a girl came up and was like, oh, I'm so sorry to do this. And I was like, She was like, do y'all have a tampon? And honestly, more honored, I was like, we look like we still menstruate.
Yeah.
I was like, sure, girlfriend.
Yeah.
I have one. Is extra super duper okay?
Yeah. But then another person came up and said hi to me.
Because they were a fan.
Had no idea who you were.
I came up to Grace. They were like, oh my God, like I've watched you forever. Like I used to watch you. It's great.
And I said something about Elliot Morgan being my husband, and they were like, oh my God, Elliot. And I was like, and they were like, what are you in town for, your show? And I was like, well, she and I are doing a show.
She's like, oh, hi, I'm blah, blah. I'm Mamrie. How do you know Grace and not me?
Yeah.
I'm like one of those twins when they find like hair and teeth on you. That was like, that's the other twin that got absorbed. That's me on Grace.
Yeah.
Oh, but back to Lelay Ponds.
Lelay Ponds.
The only time I met her had to do with DJ Khaled.
Well, they're good friends, I guess.
I was hosting the Shorty Awards.
Wow.
Don't be too impressed. Nikki Glazer, take a hike. I was hosting the Shorty Awards, and I had my own like green room because I was the host of the whole dang thing.
You would hope.
And then halfway through, they said, DJ Khaled might be here. We're kicking you out.
Yeah.
And DJ Khaled requested he had to have 10 bottles of Ciroc flavored vodka. So they kicked me out of my own green room during the show I was hosting.
Yeah.
Filled it with vodka. I said, you guys got me a bottle of bourbon. I don't even drink bourbon. And then he never showed up. But Lelay was there.
Wow. Yeah.
Anyway.
Amazing. I mean, I did just realize that the one kind of interesting and fun and funny thing about doing the podcast live is that we have a whole room of people that can fact check us.
Oh, fuck.
And or tell us if we've told a story before.
We can, in real life, have people go, Mamrie will convince you of the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So confidently.
The conclave did not win for best costume. And God damn it for you thinking that.
They were nominated. Conclave was nominated for best wardrobe.
People were passionate about correcting that.
Listen, it's a hot button topic with the Pope dying and everything. People are very up in arms. Did you see that Trump said today his pick would be himself for the Pope?
How unoriginal. How unoriginal.
He put his little toupee on top of the thing. More like the poop. Okay.
Fucking crushed it.
I really...
Absolutely crushed it.
I'm pulling up my notes. I'm not texting Chip.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of the Pope.
Oh, Chip.
We have weird role play. I got a question the other day, and I was like, that's a great question.
Okay.
And the question was, what would your communion be? Like, what would be your body? What would be your blood?
You got that question from me on our podcast that's out today that everyone in this room has listened to. You see how it happens? Effortless. But yeah, that's a really good question. What would yours be?
It's been a very long week. What did I say? A lemon drop martini. What would my body be?
I think we were talking about noodles.
Some type.
Noodles.
Cold noodles.
Yeah, this is our kind of show. People just screaming out, cold noodles.
You know what? This was actually a pop quiz to see if you guys listened today. You got pranked. Well, okay, let me delete that note. Jesus Christ. Oh, did you see when we walked in our hotel lobby when we got here?
Yeah.
Did you see the person reading a book in the lobby just grinning ear to ear?
No, I saw focus when I walk into a room, and I don't make eye contact with anyone.
There was this little dollop of a daisy sitting on the couch reading something just like this.
Man.
The original 50 Shades of Grey. I said, in what simulation are we in?
Yeah.
First of all, in public. Second of all,
why not?
15 years late.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that it's like funny to see someone reading it in public now versus 15 years ago.
Have you ever read a horny book?
I read that book with you in a video.
I know.
And we were shit-faced.
We've so matured.
Yeah. Look at
In the
how
past.
evolved we are. Just two women hiding their crotches from an audience.
Literally in the green room being like, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
When it comes to spending, sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind. I know if I am not looking at it, I am not thinking about it. You know, that daily coffee habit, those streaming subscriptions, they add up fast without you even noticing. Rocket Money helps you spot those patterns so you can do something about them and keep more money in your pocket. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. You can see all of your subscriptions in one place and you can know exactly where your money is going. And for ones that you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them. What a treat. I know that I had a few editing apps that I guess at one point I thought I really needed on my phone, and I've been paying for them without using them. And now I know, and now I don't have to pay for them anymore. Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts. You can easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track. You can see your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money is going. And Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. Whoa, they automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save. Then you can just ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service so you don't have to. That in and of itself is a huge win in my book. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/TMGW today. That's rocketmoney.com/TMGW, rocketmoney.com/TMGW.
Sweaters, candles, the dreaded bathrobe. Mother's Day gifts can be a little predictable and, well, let's just be honest, boring. While named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter, Araf Frames are guaranteed to mix things up this year, okay? Araf Frames will bring joy every day as they see the pictures of smiling faces of the ones they love. It's gonna last a lifetime, baby. A lot longer than a sweet-smelling candle. Araf Frames comes with unlimited storage, so you can share as many photos as you want from your phone to Mom's Araf Frame. Not only will she be grateful it's not another sweater, she'll also love that an Araf Frame means she gets to see her favorite prized possession, you, baby. Plus, it's super easy to set up. I'm talking about even if your parents' Wi-Fi password is still just the long digits and letters on the modem, this will still only take about 2 minutes to get up and be working. And it's not just photos, it also uploads videos up to 30 seconds long so they can see you in action. And Ara has a great deal for Mother's Day. For a limited time, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting Araf Frames to get $35 off plus free shipping on their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's AURA frames.com with the promo code TMGW. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. That's $35 off. Use code TMGW at checkout. And Ara has a great deal for Mother's Day with exclusive $35 off the Carver mat at araframes.com.
It's Mental Health Awareness Month. Dun, dun, dun. And you all know I love therapy. I really do. But finding the right therapist can be tricky because it's not just about convenience. It's about finding the right fit, whether you're looking for someone who shares your background or lived experience or practices a certain type of care, or someone that is convenient for you if they offer virtual appointments or evening hours, or someone who's in network with your insurance, I'm sure is a primary importance that we're all looking for, or if you just want to find someone that you have a good rapport with. Whatever it is, ZocDoc helps you find and book mental health providers based on what matters most to you. In fact, nearly 76,000 mental health appointments have been booked on ZocDoc each month. And you know I'm a big proponent of all of us making our doctor's appointments. And this is where ZocDoc can really add value to your life. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. It is so easy. With more than 100,000 high-quality doctors, you can find a provider across every specialty, not just mental health. You can also look into dental health. Maybe I should be doing that. To primary care, to urgent care, and more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, or are a good fit for any medical need you might have, and are highly rated by verified patients. You can also filter based on specific preferences. If you're looking for a specific gender, sexual orientation, language spoken, availability that fits your schedule, or offers virtual appointments or more. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings. And then you can choose a time slot that works for you, and you can click to instantly book a visit. It is that easy. Appointments made through ZocDoc happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. And you can even score same-day appointments if that's what you're looking for. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments. You heard me. Grace Helbig says stop putting off your doctor's appointments. And go to ZocDoc.com/weird to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/weird. ZocDoc.com/weird. Don't you dare put it off again.
You want to hear something weird that's happening?
Of course I do.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with people, but we've all talked about raw dogging before.
Is that just living not looking at your phone?
It's like going on a flight and not using any form of entertainment and just sitting with no technology, no book, no nothing.
So it's boring meditation.
Yeah, but now they're saying that workers are doing something called barebacking, where it's not what you think. On their way to office jobs effectively, like commuters, they are basically just foregoing all of their tech on their commute and either gazing into space or, even worse, making repeated awkward eye contact with other passengers like some kind of subterranean serial killer, Fortune reported.
Fortune reported?
Yeah, well, I'm getting this from the New York Post, who's pulling it from Fortune. So it's been really watered down. But
Is
it's like,
journalism just taking blurbs from other journalism?
have you been online? So it's like a loosely, allegedly, a form of rebellion against having to return to offices. So people are just on subways staring at other people.
Who does... The level to which I hate this.
Yeah.
This could be my Granny Rant, but it won't be. We'll save that.
Okay.
But, like, also, like...
Yeah.
Why? Like, are these incels? Are these, like, normal people who are like, you know what? I'm going to stare at you creepily, and you're going to know I hate my job.
They're calling these people Gen Z. Scientifically.
Really?
This is the new hot trend again among Gen Z workers. Well, take it up with the New York Post!
Thank you. Who here barebacks?
Wow.
Enough of you. Well, the guy who's reading 50 Shades of Grey is about to tonight.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I just put in some AirPods. Listen to a great podcast.
Yeah. I know. What are you supposed to do if someone's doing this to you?
But here's the thing, too. Like, you and I lived in New York before you had the internet on your phone.
I know. It's really different. I know. I had an iPod.
Me too. I had
I
like
shuffled just like 4 Avril Lavigne songs.
I was like, knowing you, it had 3 songs and you listened to it for 7 years.
Yeah, like your girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a video you did.
Yeah.
It went viral.
Did it?
I don't know. Well, I don't like barebacking.
Wow, you heard it here.
Sorry to disappoint. This is just a funny, I didn't overhear it. It was over the speaker.
Yeah.
Something I heard the other day that made me so laugh, which I assume is another person unhappy with their job.
Okay.
I was at an airport, and I'm waiting, and someone gets on the mic, and they go, gate change announcement for America's most favorite airline, Spirit. Again, this is another gate change announcement for the most popular airline in America, Spirit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that guy's getting fired today.
I love it.
It was amazing.
I love it. They can't control your tone.
No.
Anyway.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is, okay, with you and Elliot's relationship,
Oh.
it's light, don't worry. What is your dynamic with sending each other reels? Is there one person who does it more? Is it a point of contention?
Yeah.
Who here is in a relationship where there's clearly the one that does it and the one that doesn't check?
Yeah. So we send each other reels pretty equally.
Oh, wow.
But on TikTok, I didn't realize that I've been sending him TikToks for over a year.
No.
And he has not checked a single one of them. I went through the other day, and it just scrolls forever.
No.
I look like an obsessed wife with him. But on Instagram, it's pretty equal. The weird, sad, kind of dystopian thing is that we'll send each other the same one. Oh my God, we're like those Australian twins in that terrible.
And then my mom went down the hill, and then he had a gun.
I love them in those bunny print scrubs.
You do it. I want to see if I can do it.
An Australian accent?
I want to see if I can, hop on.
And then... Wait, what are you supposed to say? Rollerblades. That's how you're supposed to get into it.
We saw a guy on rollerblades today, a construction worker. I said, good for him. On the way to this venue, he was rolling up to his truck. I said, good for him.
Wow.
That's
confidence.
Joy. Okay.
Now,
don't ask me about me and Chips. Instagram.
Oh, yeah. I assume you guys are both firing them off to each other.
No. He's firing like crazy.
Yeah.
And then he's being like, well, look who decided to check a reel that I... And so what happens, though, is I'll send him a couple, and then he's like, check. Just check.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be one he sent me 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I'm getting nervous. It's getting out of hand.
Yeah, I know.
He's unemployed. I'm getting lots of reels.
Yeah. That's like, I'll fall asleep, and Elliot will sometimes be up way later than me, and I'll wake up first and just have like 17 reels sent to me from him just being awake from 1 to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're all doing the best we can.
We really are.
You know?
And that's all we can ask for. That's true.
Now, would you like some food-related questions?
Oh my God, I'd love it.
Okay. We can stay on theme here.
Okay.
We did a little chat yesterday in New York with Chris Clemens.
We did.
Which was really, really fun.
He's a delight.
And I started asking you food-related, unhinged food-related questions. So
You know that's the name of his podcast.
Unhinged?
It was, yeah.
He can't claim that word.
No, he can't.
Though it does really apply to him.
We were at my dinner last night. We're in the cutest little French bistro, and he's just like, vaping.
He's vaping into his drink and telling me it's dry ice in the bottom of it.
He's like, look at this presentation.
And I had taken an edible, so I'm looking at him being like, are you fucking with me? They didn't put it in the... Oh! Anyway, unhinged food-related questions. Okay,
Yeah.
Could you deal? All right? Could you deal? They're perfect in every way, but they yell, cream cheese, when they climax.
I'd prefer it. Honestly, here's the bigger question.
Cream cheese!
Did I already cream cheese?
Yeah. And also,
I don't care what he says as long as I've already said it.
Yeah.
He can read the Constitution during back shots. I don't care.
Ew.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Do you know who we are? I just made eye contact while saying back shots to like the sweetest woman in the front row.
Yeah. Like you are, if I typed into AI, like, make me a librarian. So sweet.
That's the best compliment.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my God, we love you.
Thank you for being here.
Had the tickets because she's out of town, but she has seen you before.
So you're here without your daughter who had bought the tickets and still using the tickets? Come.
Kim, describe that moment to your daughter. This camera's already on the ground shooting up at us. Like, there could have been more thought to what was happening tonight.
Listen, I was overcome by love.
Okay.
Oh.
Your book is really sexy, speaking of.
I mean, as sexy as that?
Now, what do you think is the sexiest leafy green?
Oh.
Oh, I love this crowd.
Here's the thing. No, because okay. Sometimes I like a sauteed spinach because it tastes so much like iron.
Oh.
I haven't eaten meat in 20 years. I'm like,
Or your body's just like really anemic.
Really, I'm quite anemic. And there's something just flirty about a frisee.
Yeah.
Like you can't even get your mouth around it.
Yeah, it's not quite frisbee.
Yeah,
It's frisee.
Frisee. What do you think is the sexiest?
Arugula.
Really?
So peppery.
It's peppery.
Yeah, it's like, ooh. gives you a little kick.
Yeah.
You don't expect it. It's a green.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, that's all I got. I don't know what, because iceberg, you know. What? Oh my God.
I will die for a wedge salad. I love an iceberg.
Oh, I was gonna ask.
What?
Do you think Cabbage
Is having a
deserves
moment?
to have a moment?
I think it's having a moment.
Yeah.
I love cabbage.
Whoa, divisive.
I have a recipe for charred cabbage with curry butter.
Oh, damn.
I'm not saying eat a whole plate with a lover, but
Yeah. Unless you're into that.
hey, you know what I think we should do?
What?
Some Granny Rants. Hit it, Josh!
Granny Rant. Granny Rant. Granny Rant. We got a problem with something.
You guys.
Wow, that is...
Okay.
We've never had a group sing along.
I know. All right. We did that in the UK, but we had just started the theme song. So, like, they didn't know it yet. I feel like I'm at the Eras tour.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. Wow. Is this
That
how,
was amazing.
I guess music people feel? Crazy.
oh my gosh. Okay. I got a rant. You got a rant? What's
I got a rant, but my rant is a little bit more potentially educational.
Gross.
I know. Should I do mine first and get it done?
Yeah, do yours first.
Okay. Here's my rant, is that I learned things that have changed my paradigm about the world. So, okay, I'm reading this book.
She's gotten into weed, y'all.
Sorry. Guys, yeah, we're living in a simulation, all right? I'm reading Stolen Focus, or I'm listening to Stolen Focus, Why You Can't Pay Attention, by Johann Hari.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna try to be brief about this.
No. I love you. You're very smart.
No. It's that I'm only one chapter in.
I'm showing butt cheeks. You're talking about philosophies of the brain.
No, I watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta on the plane, and then I was like, I gotta listen to my book. I'm only one chapter in, and I'm like, I gotta tell people about this. That I thought multitasking was like a sign of, real cognitive advancement.
Yeah.
No, it's ruining our ability to focus.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we shouldn't be multitasking because it's like the switch cost effect. So when your brain has to switch between two tasks, it has to reconfigure itself and like reorient itself to the task that are you... Anyway,
I'm multitasking right now.
every time you go back and forth, your brain wastes time having to reprocess this configuration of a new task. And then you're also more likely...
See, we're smart, too.
Yeah. You're more likely to make mistakes because you're going back and forth between things. It drains your creativity because all your cognition is spent processing versus having like the ability to make connections between ideas and concepts. And it diminishes your memory. Yeah, isn't that wild? So that's why we should focus on one thing at a time.
One time.
Yeah, which is why you see what the negative effects of trying to do too much at once are.
I was trying to kiss a lady in the audience. If multitasking is wrong, I don't want to be right.
That's why that drag queen was mad at you. Yeah, so I'm ranting about how I can't multitask anymore, and I got to focus on one thing at a time.
Okay.
Anyway, food for thought.
My Granny Rant is, I thought this body wash in my hotel last night was fucking stupid.
Yeah. Go off.
I'm staying at this place, and now the new thing is you don't get the little bottles, you get the pumps. Which
Pumps.
I'm a fan of. I think that
everything should have pumps.
so much better for their...
Every condiment, boom, 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 down the line.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Like a Fuddruckers, they have ketchups that are like...
Everything. Yeah.
Love it. But so I enjoy the bottles because I use a lot of conditioner despite having 4 hairs.
Yeah.
Like they will find a way to tangle. You know what I mean? I'm lathering up when I'm in there. But I'm reading it and it was like Free Of was the name of the brand. And it was like free of sulfates, free of hair dye. Like
that Free Of was the name and not just what it was free of?
No. I think that was like the brand.
Okay.
But it was like free of, and then it was like a whole list of things that it was free of. But it was like free of dyes, paraffins, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like bigotry, free of homophobia, free of broken promises, free of 9 to 5. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm just trying to wash my counter.
Why? What's some scorned millennial?
And then, like,
got up there and was like, "I'm gonna make this so cool."
Do it. I mean, I don't mean to be the person that's like, I don't need my conditioner woke, but
Yeah.
the shampoo was like free of, whatever, other stuff, like
This is
unorganic.
the one that came in the hotel.
Yeah, that's the one that's like mounted, and it was like free of closed-mindedness, free of this. And I was like, there's some little closed-minded bigot that's like, God damn it. I just wanted to get clean and cause some hate crimes. I'm just coming here to wash off after my hate crime. I'm covered in woke bergamot. Anyway, I thought I was dumb.
Yeah. So you used the shampoo and conditioner at the hotel.
And I made fun of it. It was like a naked little roast in there. I was like, I was like, this stupid ass body wash.
The one at my hotel said hair, I guess shampoo and body wash in one.
I'm not. That's multitasking.
What's that?
That's
What is
multitasking.
that? Right.
Inefficient.
It smelled really great though. Yeah. So.
Do you have a super curious mom who always wants to learn something new? Perhaps they wanted to get into painting or write a novel, make the perfect croissant. Well, whatever it is, this Mother's Day, you can finally help her achieve it with Masterclass. I mean, our parents were essentially our first mentors, but who do they look up to? Maybe they want to study, directing from Martin Scorsese, or they want to study comedy from Steve Martin. Well, give the gift of learning to the people who taught you so much with Masterclass. Masterclass is the only streaming platform where you can learn and grow with over 200 of the world's finest. Oh yeah, do you really look up to, admire someone? Well, guess what? They are probably teaching a course on Masterclass. And for just $10 a month billed annually, a membership with Masterclass gets you unlimited access to every single instructor. It's an amazing deal. You're not paying for a class, you're just got the membership, and then it's unlimited, baby. I myself have been a customer of Masterclass. I think like 6 or 7 years. I absolutely love continued learning, and so will y'all mama. They can use improv to overcome fears with Amy Poehler, find your inner truth with RuPaul, or develop your comedic voice with Mindy Kaling. And the classes really make a difference. 88% of members feel that Masterclass has made a positive impact in their lives. Oh, and bonus, every new membership comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. They're not gonna need it, but it is available. So don't wait another moment to start your learning journey with Masterclass, or give it as an incredible gift. Our listeners always get great discounts on Masterclass of at least 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/weird. See Masterclass latest deal at least 15% off at masterclass.com/weird. Masterclass.com/weird.
Are you craving your next action-packed adventure? You sound like you are. Audible delivers thrills of every kind on your command. From electrifying suspense and daring quests to spine-tingling horror and romance in far-off realms. Whoa! Unleash your adventurous side with gripping titles that keep you guessing, exclusive captivating Audible originals, hotly anticipated new releases, and must-listen bestsellers that hook you from the first minute. Whether it's heart-pounding suspense like the Audible original Mad Love, a fantasy romance adventure like Onyx Storm, or a listen with the lights on epic like Stephen King's latest Never Flinch. Elliot loves Stephen King, so I'm sure he's listening to that, if not already has. Plus, more big releases like Frida McFadden's The Tenant and Amelia Hart's The Sirens. Audible has over 1 million audiobooks, podcasts, and originals all in one easy app. I'm listening to something a little less suspenseful.
I'm listening currently to Stolen Focus, Why You Can't Pay Attention and How to Think Deeply Again by Johann Hari. I'm really, really into it. It does, I guess, similarly, have me on the edge of my seat. So it fits with the theme. Start listening and discover what's beyond the edge of your seat. New members can try Audible now, free for 30 days, and dive into a world of new thrills. Visit audible.com/TMGW or text TMGW to 500-500. That's audible.com/TMGW or text TMGW to 500-500.
Should we do a countdown?
Yeah! Oh, yes. I have many feelings about this countdown.
I know. You chose the countdown, and I think I did it wrong.
No, okay. So, I mean, how do we even describe this countdown?
You said let's do a cheese.
Cheese.
Ways to use cheese.
Cheese. We're doing cheese variations.
Yeah,
like,
we're not being
your
like
favorite ways to eat cheese.
Yeah, like
not just like I like cheddar.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
Cheese products.
Yeah. But we did a top 5, and I just don't feel confident that I did what best represents me. But it's what's right for me right now. Thank you. Wait till you hear it.
This girl is in a drop waist with fake nails. She needs some confidence.
Thanks, y'all. Okay, so we're doing top 5 cheese. Do we start bottom up, top bottom? What's your preference? Bottom up.
Of course it is.
Damn.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Number 5. Number 5 is not exciting.
Well, that's why we start with it then.
Okay.
And that's why it's number 5.
Okay.
Okay, my number 5, I know. I don't know why I feel like I did it wrong when there's no wrong answers.
We aren't being judged by this.
Okay. This is just like, I should have taken more time to think about this. Okay, my number 5, charcuterie. Okay.
Is meat.
No, but it's cheese. It depends on how you make it. But it's cheese.
Okay.
So not everything that I'm going to list is only cheese.
Okay.
But it's like a way that you get cheese.
Okay.
To be more specific, charcuterie, but it's like when you're at the end of the night at a party you hosted and everyone's gone, and you
sweaty.
just eat all the brie that everyone left behind by yourself.
Sweaty.
Because you can fart it out alone.
Now let me ask you, if you're rolling up to a charcuterie board,
Yeah.
what's your ideal cheese and the ideal thing to put it on? It's brie.
Brie, but brie is a commitment to go for publicly because you have to spread. It's not just a grab and go. And if you get too little or too much, like you could get a goo drip somewhere. You could fumble the knife. They might not even have a knife or a cheese, whatever, for you there. So it's like these are the thoughts I have before I do anything.
Yeah. So if I'm getting a little chunk of brie,
Yeah.
you know what my ideal thing to put it on is?
What?
One of them Trader Joe's. The little cracker. It's like, I don't know if it's rosemary and fig.
Yeah, rosemary and fig. It feels almost like it should be something you're not supposed to eat. It's so crunchy.
It with your teeth health. You gotta go
I'm
easy.
only chewing on the right side these days.
You gotta soak one of those crackers for a minute.
Yeah, I haven't updated on the teeth thing because I just keep ignoring it.
Really?
Yeah, it's
When
fine,
they
though.
filled the wrong tooth a few months ago?
No. They filled a tooth that they said they were gonna fill. And the one that I thought was the problem, but it's not. It's my issue. I'll figure it out. You see how hard it is for me to pour brie on something at a party.
Pour?
See? Well,
Now,
it's
let me
just
ask you this, because
oozes.
I don't think this is in your top 5, and it's not mine either. How do you feel about a baked brie?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great. I had to think about it. Yeah,
Because we
great.
had some baked camembert last night.
Yeah, everyone was very confused on what it was.
Oh, really?
Well, because it just
These
came...
non-classy people I invite to a dinner.
It came in like a
vaping, not knowing what camembert is.
Yeah, it was a bit too refined. We were all like, do we cut it like pizza?
Okay,
we did.
my number 5 is
Yeah.
very specific.
Okay.
because I'm thinking in the cheese forward. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I want
That's your campaign slogan.
I support vaccines and cheese forward America.
Cheese.
A really good white pizza, but like that has a little like Roquefort or blue, like a little something funky in there too.
What's normally on? Like what kind of cheese is that? Just mozzarella?
Parmesan. Like there's mozzarella. There's Parmesan.
Okay.
There could be Taleggio, Gorgonzola. Yeah, a little bit of funk. You know, like the music they were playing before we came on stage. Just a little bit of funk.
A little funky bass.
We were like, there's some funky bass going on out there.
I didn't know it'd be this funky, this bass.
Said it's funky out there. So a little bit of funk, and then I want a side of marinara.
Wow.
Best of both worlds. I'm Hannah Montana-ing this shit.
Wow. Yeah, Chris was saying yesterday that marinara is like his favorite condiment.
Yeah.
And then he puts it with French fries, that he doesn't do ketchup.
He also said eat bowls of marinara instead of soup. I think he's losing it.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, my number 4 is similar to your number 5, so I'm just going to get it out there.
You dragged my number 5.
Because you said charcuterie. I said a very bougie cheese plate. With various jams. Maybe the only time I eat a Quince product.
A what?
A Quince. Quince. Isn't that the fruit? They make like a marmalade. You pronounced it wrong on our brand deal.
That's the ad. Quince makes elegant clothing, travel essentials.
And she pronounced it Quince.
Quince.
Our whole ad read.
I Googled it for a long time.
But like a bougie cheese plate with like a Marcona almond, with some rosemary on there, and like a little manchego. I'm talking about getting one of them cheeses that has the little crystals in it. You know, when you hit that little salty pocket and you say, it's gonna be a good night.
Did you just give yourself lockjaw?
No, bitch, I'm a throat goat.
Yeah. And I love that we did go from that to just let's talk about cheese.
Yeah. We just watched this incredible creature swallow a sword. What about the Marcona almonds? Oh, let's get crazy. Okay, what's your number 4?
My number 4, again, no, this is good. Okay. My number 4 is cheesecake. Yeah. I mean, it's right there in the name. Specifically, Cheesecake Factory. Any of them, really, but really into the pineapple upside down cheesecake. I know. I married a man from Florida.
Everything you're saying is blowing my mind. Every further you get into it,
what is confusing? Cheesecake Factory?
No, of course not. That's where my Pope lives.
I sit out there every day waiting for the smoke to come out.
I know. I finished my spinach dip. They said,
I said, the kitchen's open. And I run inside.
I said, another Skinnylicious mojito, please. No, but it's so in the Uber, or the cab, on the way.
Yes, please.
I had to
make sure it's right. Uber cab.
I had to be like, we're of the people. We took a cab. In the cab, you were like, would cream cheese be cheese? And I remember I went, she's going Rangoon.
We were sitting in silence for a second, and I was like getting a bit car sick. And then I looked at you and I said, are we considering cream cheese? And you really thought I was about to say something very serious. So cheesecake, for sure.
Okay.
It's delicious. It's classic.
Have you ever done a cheese course as the dessert? Like that's in some real fancy shit.
I would do it. I'm open for experimentation.
Okay. She said, I beat cancer. Let's have some cheese for dessert.
Give me that shit. Yeah.
Let's have some cheese for dessert.
Unless there's some sort of scientific study that says cheese will give you cancer.
Yeah, then we're out.
And I'm out.
Number 3.
Okay, number 3 I'm really excited about because I just remembered about it. And now It's not an everyday thing, obviously.
Is it on your list, or are you improvising?
No, it's on my list.
Okay.
Barata. Yeah. I love mozzarella cheese. And if I'm getting a little rubbery outside, little soft inside, I love it. A little salt on top, some olive oil, cut it on top of some tomatoes, nom, nom, nom. Absolutely delicious. Has it ruined my stomach every time I eat it? Yes.
Listen, this Barata popularity wave has been hard for me. I'm not a Barata fan.
What? Why? What is it?
Because
What's wrong with it?
It looks and feels like a cottage cheese gusher. Like I don't I don't like the encased soft innards vibe. Like whenever I've been like, yeah, it's with the Barata with some friends, I'm just taking the outside.
This is like I just introduced you to a friend I like a lot, and you're like, here's why they suck.
No, people love it. I just can't get behind it. I would rather have a caprese.
You just talked about enjoying cheese spread on a whatever. To be honest, I wasn't listening. Trader Joe's fig, yeah.
For some reason, I don't get, it just feels like, feels like a breast implant of dairy.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, it's too jiggly for me.
Yeah, fair, okay. Okay, then what's your number 3?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
We're back, baby.
So
we're in the Midwest.
So you don't want jiggly.
People are really upset.
Mac and cheese, obviously delicious, but you don't want like cheese squirting out of things. Isn't that just tubes with cheese squirting out of it?
No, it's incorporated.
Where do we draw the line?
Is this where we break up?
Yeah, this is...
They said we saw the last time they were ever seen in the same place. Over a cheese countdown.
They both
Chicago
had Red Bulls
City
after
Winery.
5 p.m.
No, I love all mac and cheeses. Like, it could be the shittiest, like, it could be easy mac.
Yeah.
And I mean, not my favorite. I mean, if I'm gonna do an instant, I'll take a liquid gold, please. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But I like a homemade mac and cheese. I like a breadcrumb topping.
A crust.
You know what? It doesn't have to be an elbow noodle. A penne.
Wow.
A rigatoni.
Yeah.
Really, to sop up that sauce.
Yeah, it is
I make
great.
a good mac and cheese, and I feel like it's an American classic.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's my number 3.
Nice. Okay, my number 2. God, this one. This is just what came to mind when I think of like my favorite ways I've had cheese. This is very specific, and I don't even know if it's appropriate for the category. Now that I've gotten all that context out of the way.
We're not being graded.
Not neurodivergent at all. Okay. So my stepmom used to make for every family party this thing called veggie pizza. Do you know, like, is this an every family thing, or is this just my stepmom found a recipe once? It's like croissants in the cylinder that you roll out flat, you bake them, then you mix, I think, cream cheese and ranch seasoning, powdered seasoning together, maybe some sour cream in there. You spread that on top, then you put sprinkled cheese on it and some carrots and broccoli. And she made it, and you cut it up into like squares, and then you eat the little squares. And we had it at every like family function, still do, and it's delicious.
That's just trailer park white pizza.
Yeah.
So it's a comfort food. It's a memory.
Yeah, I would say so.
No one else eats that.
Is
just
that
so
true?
you know.
Okay,
Is that a
thank you. Thank you. If we were alone in that back house, I'd be like, you're right. You're right.
Like,
no one eats it.
else eats that, Grace. You fucking weirdo. We edit out me just bullying her. People would believe that. I mean, okay, so 2 of your cheeses were cream cheese based, but are we talking mozzarella or like a
this
like
has
a
like
Mexican
shredded.
cheese?
This is like grocery store, Sargento like shredded cheese on top. This is nothing. This is the most like suburban classic.
Yeah.
It feels like there is nothing fancy about it, but it does feel like a little healthy.
No, I don't. Put a little broccoli on it.
Put a little broccoli. Well, she'd chop up the broccoli and the carrots and like sprinkle it on top like the shredded cheese.
Her stepmom teaches yoga.
Yeah, she's always been trying to make us eat vegetables.
That's cute.
Yeah, and every time I'm like, "You're not my mother."
They've been married 25 years.
Okay, well, what's your
I'm
number
gonna start
two? Runner-up. This is a big position.
This could be controversial. Queso.
Yeah.
Queso dip.
Yeah. That's
And you know
right.
what I want too? And I've probably talked about it. There's lots of different quesos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want some runny ass queso. That you take the chip, you dip,
Yeah.
you let it harden as if you're making candles in the olden times.
Yes.
As if you're at the American Girl doll.
Yeah.
You're in Virginia. You said, I'd like to make a candle. You go for another dip. Things just, and then the two dip, it's feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Depends on the fluid, the viscosity. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking, I want like full, random strip mall white queso.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I would not throw a Velveeta Rotel crock-pot combo out of bed. You feel me, girl.
Okay.
I will absolutely make that at a drunk lake house weekend. But if I had my druthers, which, by the way, every time I say that, Chip is like, I hate when you say that.
Druthers?
I'm like, well, if I had my druthers, he's like,
What does that mean?
it just means like if I had my choice.
Your way?
Yeah, I don't know the origin of it, but if I had my druthers.
Try to guess the origin. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it was by Edmund Druthers.
You're looking at the librarian?
1918, Edmund Druthers. He was like this vaudevillian star.
Okay.
And he'd come out and he'd be like, I want it, we're gonna do it my way. Let's have my druthers.
Okay.
Made all that up right now. But
if I could type with these nails, I'd be fact-checking that so hard.
Edmund Druthers. No, queso has a very special place in my heart. To me, it's a gathering. It's a gathering around a piping hot cheese, you know? It's storytelling. It's folklore.
But that is, okay, that is, not to get serious for a second, but that is what we were talking about with food and the cookbook and everything yesterday, is that just food elicits such an emotional response sometimes. A nostalgia for memories and people and feelings. Shove it down. We're at number one.
Okay, your number two is ranch sour cream cheese pizza.
Yeah. Don't knock it till you try it. It's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna tell Maureen. Gonna tell Maureen that you don't like her veggie pizza.
I haven't tried it. I've tried it. Maureen, her
Maureen knows how to
stepmom,
listen to the podcast now,
my
and she's
number
gonna
one
find
fan.
out.
Shit, Maureen, I want to eat it. I want to eat it, Maureen. I want to eat it, Maureen.
Okay, my number one.
I think we might have the same number one. I kind of feel it in my bones.
Okay, my number one is pumped nacho cheese sauce. Like, pumped. I want it on fries. I want it on nachos. I want it from a gas station. I want it from a movie theater. I want it. I don't want to know if it's yellow or if it's orange. I want it on everything.
Like the Fuddruckers pump.
Yeah, it's like...
That's your
it's
number
like,
one cheese?
Yeah. It's like queso, but not.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So-
It's got no spice to it. But it is great. If it didn't, again, fuck me up every time. When you go to like a baseball game or a movie theater and you can dip little chips
I would
in
call that queso.
Would you?
A bad one. But
No.
nacho cheese. Okay.
Because there's beer cheese too, and that's different than queso.
Now let me ask you this.
What?
I really fucked up that ranch sour cream broccoli pizza.
I'm fucking fired up.
Really screwed up our friendship. If you had your druthers, no, I'm just kidding. If you had your nacho cheese, your ideal, perfect temp, I know it's Tostino's brand, nacho cheese, which of these would you dunk in it?
Okay.
Classic, kind of stale, round, tortilla chip.
Okay.
A French fry or a pretzel nug.
God, my children. Man, that's really tough because it really does depend on the day, depends on the mood. Right now, I'm in a big pretzel phase.
Me too.
Yeah, fucking
Me
love
too.
pretzels.
Soft pretzels.
Yeah. So I've been eating. I love the extra dark, crunchy pretzels from the grocery store. My stepmother also got me into those kind of pretzels.
You like a thin pretzel, a pretzel shape, or a rod?
Oh.
I want you to deep throat rods for the next throat code.
I like them all. I think I like the traditional pretzel shape. Oh, okay. What did it do to you?
Okay, would you...
that's a great form of cheese, too, also. Doritos.
Doritos are good. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about you on this countdown. You're like, it's not going to be crazy, and this has been enlightening.
I've been growing and changing.
Pineapple upside down cheesecake.
Yeah, and just straight up gas station pump cheese. Yeah, I have never left New Jersey.
No. Okay, my number one cheese.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, do that. Mozzarella stick!
Wow.
Thank
Wow.
you. Cheese in its purest form. Its most beautiful pull.
But you just said for Barata, not to go back in time, that you don't like when a cheese oozes out.
Not if it's cold.
Oh, okay.
A mozzarella stick to me is perfect.
Yeah.
It's breaking bread. One time I did eat a mozzarella stick at Applebee's when I was a kid, and my siblings were fighting, and no one noticed that I was choking and pulling the mozzarella stick out like a magician and scarves.
Okay. So there was like, I remember being told in high school at some point that someone
died.
That someone got a tongue. They got their tongue pierced.
Oh God!
And then they ate mozzarella sticks, and the cheese got stuck around their tongue ring when they went to swallow. So I've always had a weird, quiet paranoia of don't have a tongue ring, but I'm like, it could get stuck anywhere.
Wait. So it got wrapped around, and then the cheese wouldn't
and they
swallow?
swallowed, and then they it
was bungeeing.
choked. But I don't know if this was like some suburban legend or something.
And Marilyn Manson was the kid from the Wonder Years.
Exactly. Did he ever get rid of his rib and suck
his own dick?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
We'll never know.
He's a bad dude. I love mozzarella sticks. Have we ever... I didn't know you had this secret fear.
I don't know. I'm honestly just putting that together maybe right now for the first time. Because mozzarella sticks have just never really appealed to me. Elliot loves them. He orders them all the time. Happy to split it with him when he wants them. Obviously, I don't hate them. They're delicious. But for some reason, they're never my go-to appetizer.
Because you're nervous.
Yeah. I should talk to my therapist about this.
I feel like you could do a mozzarella stick with... You know what? I think we could ease you in with a knife and a fork.
Yeah.
Because then it feels like little bites. I think taking the whole thing. Taking it all, bitch. Just going in with a full...
Yeah.
What are those things? String cheese. A deep fried string cheese is a little intimidating.
Fair.
And as someone who did almost die...
Yeah. And you still love them.
Listen...
Wow. What a triumphant story.
I had to get past it. I had to get past it because it's so good. And you get all that marinara on the side.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd ask for ranch.
What's that tone? Yeah. I fucking love ranch. And I would ask for it.
But
Don't look me up and down and tell me you look like the kind of person that would ask for ranch with my fucking mozzarella sticks. Yeah.
Remember when we made Tyler Oakley just put different ranches on his fingertips and taste test it, and we called it ranch hands? I was like, I've got a pun.
Yeah.
We're doing this next week.
Yeah.
And that was the internet in 2018.
Truly it was.
And that was the web series that got canceled to turn this into a podcast.
Yeah.
That y'all hopefully have been listening to, and some of you guys for a really long time.
Yeah.
I
know. I can't think about it too much. I'll get weepy.
Wow.
I mean, do you have any honorable mentions? Because I do have to just shout out, because I think she'd be mad if I did.
You have a brand deal?
No, grilled cheese.
I was gonna say grilled cheese.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, that's on a rainy day with some tomato soup. Hot damn.
See, I like the tomato slices on the grilled cheese.
Wow.
Sorry, and if you're British or Irish, a little toasted Sammy. Bye. Bye forever. I'm gonna go get myself a cultured audience. Also, I want to know how many people here DM'd or tweeted me. Not in general, dude. Pissed that I was like, let's stop dyeing the river green.
What?
Remember when I was like, why are we still dyeing the river green?
Oh, yeah.
And Chicago was up in arms.
Yeah.
You guys like it?
Okay, this is how we learn.
Well, guys,
Wow.
that's kind of all we planned.
Yeah, this is normally we don't have like an audience in the back room to be like, well, how do we wrap this up? What kind of beautiful button can we put on this?
It's just Larry at the door like...
Or one of us has to take a shit.
And you know what? That's exactly why we're going to end it tonight.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
This got weird. Hit it, Josh.
Hit it.